Hey guys, today I'm going to do a discussion video on what I think it is going to happen with the rest of this arc, how this arc is going to conclude and all that stuff. First of all, I want to say that this theory, I put together this whole theory with some of the comments that you guys put in the previous video, so this isn't 100% mine. I just made up this theory with the information from the preview and also what your guys' theories in the comment section down below. So that's actually pretty cool how we all came together as a community and I was able to make this theory with the information that you guys have said in the comment section down below. So thank you guys so much for that. First of all, I want to bring up what happened in the previous episode. In the previous episode, we got Vegeta and Goku retreating back to their timeline again, and Trunks actually staying back this time and holding back Black and Zamasu on his own, which is the most courageous thing we have ever seen so far in Super, which is pretty badass if you ask me. So then Goku and Vegeta went back, they healed up, and then Piccolo brought up the whole Mafabu, the whole sealing technique. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but the whole sealing technique that Master Roshi used on Piccolo, and also Master Roshi's teacher used on Piccolo to seal him the first time. So then Goku goes over to Kamiya's house, which is where Master Roshi lives, not Mr. Roshi. Master Roshi lives, and Master Roshi teaches him the technique, and he masters it over in one night, but obviously he was having issues and all stuff, obviously he was missing, but he mastered it in just one night. I don't think he entirely mastered it, because obviously it's shown that he only made it once, so that doesn't exactly mean he mastered it though. But then again, it's Goku, and in Dragon Ball Z previously, whenever he just uses a technique once, he already has mastered it. I mean, it happened with the Spirit Bomb and all that stuff, but then again, he also missed the Spirit Bomb the first time he used it, so there's that thing. So that's leading up to, it's leading up to that it's gonna fail, the technique's gonna fail, but I'll talk about that later on. Then after that, it pans out after that to Beerus and Whis talking to Goas, and they were telling Goas, "Oh, I am a god of destruction. I can't go through space and time, but you can because you're a Supreme Kai." And then Goas says, "It's okay. It's my duty. I was the one who chose him to become a Kaioshin. So it's my fault. It's partially my fault that this all happened. So don't worry. I got this." This is what Goas said. So then this is kind of hinting that there's a plan B. So for there to be a reason to have a plan B, then plan A is gonna fail. Obviously, since this is an anime, they wouldn't do that for no reason. If plan A is gonna succeed, they wouldn't add a plan B, like hinting a plan B anyways, if plan A is gonna succeed. So all of these little bits, like Goku just using it once and only it succeeded once, plus Goku also isn't that smart, so I'm guessing he is gonna forget something, at least with the technique. Maybe he's gonna forget the talisman, maybe he's gonna like forget to close it, who knows. It's just adding up, like it's gonna fail, but I'll bring that up later on in the preview. But so far it's shown in the preview, it says that it's hinting that it began with Trunks holding back Black. He was fighting Black, and he was actually doing pretty well. He was just boom, 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 and then it showed the Gallic Gun, and how he was like, he actually succeeded hitting him with Gallic Gun. It was just going in, it was pretty sick, and then him using his sword against Black's, energy sword, it was really badass with the scene. Then after that, it said something that was really important. It said, Vegeta, I'm leaving Black to you. So Vegeta's gonna fight Black, and then I'm guessing Goku's gonna go to Zamasu, which is the immortal one, and he's gonna try to seal Zamasu while Black is fighting Vegeta. Vegeta's holding back Black, so Black doesn't interrupt the whole sealing technique and all that stuff. So my guess is Vegeta's gonna hold him back, maybe with Trunks' help, but I don't know. I think Trunks will be exhausted by then, too exhausted to actually fight. So Vegeta is gonna fight Black, but previously, from what we've seen, Vegeta got his ass handed by Black. But then there was something else that it said in the preview. It said, hold up. Show off the results of your training. Sorry guys, I had to read it myself. I had to play it. It said, show off the results of your training. So Vegeta was also training while Goku was trying to master the technique. But was one night of training enough for him to actually match up to Black's power? Who knows? I'm guessing. The fanboy in me, I don't want to see Vegeta fail again. It'll be the third time that Vegeta has gotten ass handed to him by Black. It has to be like, Vegeta actually has to compete with Black, if not be stronger with Black, after going back three times like the charm, 3 times the charm. So the fanboy in me wants Vegeta to actually succeed. but somehow I feel like something's gonna happen where the plan doesn't work out because there is the whole Goas thing. My guess is either Goku does succeed with the technique. There's two possibilities. Either Goku does succeed with the technique and Black somehow frees him, Black somehow gets him free or something like that. Black helps him escape that sealing technique, or Goku fails with the technique. That's my prediction, because somehow the technique has to fail, because for what I said before. So that happens, either he gets sealed and escapes, or it doesn't work. After that, Zamasu notices that there's this technique that he can be sealed away, so then they have to actually try. And my guess is, at that point, Goas comes in. And Goasu, what he does is either, there's two possibilities with that, but it doesn't matter. Either way, the same conclusion is going to happen. Either Goasu's going to try to convince Zamasu, which is not very likely, but maybe it will be, because Goatsu's like a good person, and he probably will still have faith in Zamasu. He'll try to convince Zamasu, and my guess is obviously Zamatsu's too far gone, and he won't ever, he won't listen to him, and then after that we'll try to kill him, or Goasu's gonna try to kill Zamatsu, and then the same conclusion happens where Zamatsu's gonna try to kill him. In my opinion, I think Goasu's gonna die. I feel like Zamatsu's going to kill Goatsu at that point, and then after that, now the plan B hasn't fully failed. That isn't the whole thing about the theory and all that stuff. Plan B isn't going to fail, all this stuff. Goatsu does have his reasons, he does still have his purpose, even though he gets killed by Zamatsu. This is all my theory, this is all speculation, so this could all be false, this could all be thrown away and all that stuff, but this is just my possibility. This would be really, really badass, and all the information from what I put together with your theories and previous episodes and all that stuff. So I feel either Goasu's gonna get killed, and then with his dying breath, I feel like he's gonna give Goku and Vegeta the Potara earrings, and then after that, I think either Black and Zamatsu are gonna fuse before this all happens, or they're gonna fuse after Goku and Vegeta fuse, because they've just been hinting this way too much. Okay, first of all, the way they've been hinting this before is that Champa defused Kabito and Supreme Kai. He defused them, so now we know that there's a way that they can defuse even after they use the Potara earrings. So that was hinted way back in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, way back then. Also, there was the scene with Goas and Zamatsu explaining that with these we can fuse. Do you want to fuse? And then Zamatsu said no. So that's even more hinting towards this. And then I feel like it's just been adding up. And then Black and Zamatsu both have the Potara earrings. So then I feel like they're gonna fuse, and then it's gonna be like a fusion battle between Black Zamatsu, that's what I'm gonna call this new form, Black Zamatsu and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. And then they're gonna fight together. And then the way this all gets concluded is I feel like they're going to be able to seal him eventually. Then they'll be able to succeed with the technique, with the sealing technique. Because that's literally the only way they can beat an immortal person. The only way they can beat Zamatsu, because he can still be immortal even though he fuses with Black. So the only way there will be is if they succeed the technique. So I'm guessing it will fail the first time, but then the second time after they're fused, they will actually seal them. And that will be the conclusion of this arc. That will be the end of this arc. So, I don't know if it's just the fanboy in me. I want to see fusion. It really is the fanboy in me that I want to see fusion, but it also is adding up to that fusion is going to happen. Maybe Goasu's with his dying breath, he's going to give them Potara earrings. Or there is the possibility that he might not die. Maybe he'll still be alive and then he'll give them Potara earrings. But how emotional, how badass would it be if Goasu dies? And then it would also be leading up to a next arc, because if Goasu dies, then the God of Destruction dies in that universe, and that could lead into the next arc, which would be really, really badass to see, okay, Zeno appointing a new God of Destruction, so let's start a new tournament, seeing if they can match up, all that stuff. So this would also lead into the whole universe tournament between all the universes. It just would be really badass, and it would lead into a new arc if Goas does die, because then they would have to appoint a new God of Destruction, and then they will also need to appoint a new Supreme Kai and all that stuff. So yes, that's why I think it's a possibility that Goasu will die, but yes, there also is the possibility that he might not die. There's also a lot of possibilities that could happen in between the theories, but this is my theory. This is what I think will possibly happen with the hinting that it has done before with the whole fusion with Kabito Kai and the whole Namekian Dragon Balls and them being defused, and then Zamasu bringing, or Goas bringing it up when they went into the future and all that stuff. It's just been hinting to the fusion and been hinting that they can defuse, and it's just all adding up. All the information's adding up, and that would also it would make sense why Goatsu will go into the future, because obviously I don't think he can kill Zamasu. Obviously he can't do anything. Either he will try to convince him or try to find a way to kill him or something, somehow try to seal him maybe, or something will happen, and I feel like he'll be killed in attempting to do it, and then he will give the Potara rings to Goku and Vegeta, and then they'll fuse, and then they'll seal away Black Zamasu, or they'll seal away Zamasu and then kill Black. That's also a possibility. There's a lot of possibilities, but that's just I just gave you like the main details of the theory and just what I think is going to happen with all those possibilities. And that's my theory. If you guys have another theory, please leave it in the comment section down below. But I would like to hear it. I made up this theory with all your information and all that stuff, with all your comments in the previous video, so it's pretty sick how we, with all our teamwork that I put together, this whole theory, and it's really exciting. I really want to see Fusion. Fusion's definitely a must-need that I really want to see, and if they do add Fusion, that would be a badass DLC for Xenoverse 2, and I would love to play freaking Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. That would be a badass thing. You know what would be even more badass? If, when they're fused, they can even go Super Saiyan 2 Blue. That would be also badass, but I think they'll wait until next arc to do that. Also, there's also Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue, so that's also a thing. So, I mean, like, it's just so badass. I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do. And I'm really excited for the next episodes. I'm gonna end the video with that. If you guys like my theory, please leave a like. Also, subscribe. Check my channel in the description box below. Also, follow me on social media where I keep you guys updated in case anything happens. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.